All right, so today we're diving deep into the world of bismuth.
Bismuth, episode 50 of Cocktail Party Chemistry. Serving up something a little different.
Yeah, definitely. For a heavy metal, it's not very heavy on the danger, is it?
Right. When you think heavy metal, you think lead, mercury, all those scary things.
Exactly. But bismuth, this is the stuff in Pepto-Bismol.
Exactly. It's surprisingly safe for us.
So could we actually use bismuth in places where those other heavy metals would be too dangerous?
You absolutely could. One of the cool things about bismuth is it's almost as dense as lead. So if you need something heavy, you know,
Yeah, I see where you're going with this.
like ballast in ships, or maybe you need shielding from radiation, you could use bismuth.
Okay, so it's dense, it's safe. What else is special about this stuff?
Well, it's really pretty.
Pretty, what do you mean?
It forms these iridescent crystals. You've probably seen pictures. They're amazing. All these shimmering colors like a rainbow.
Yeah, I've seen those, yeah. Okay, but what makes them so colorful?
Simple chemistry. It's oxidation. So when bismuth is exposed to oxygen, it forms this thin film,
Yeah.
and that film interacts with light in a really cool way. And that's what gives you those crazy iridescent colors,
So it's like a natural light show.
basically.
Okay, that is pretty cool.
And get this, when bismuth freezes, it expands.
Wait, really?
Yeah, most metals, when they freeze, they contract.
Right, right.
But bismuth, it's like water turning into ice.
Wow. That's so weird for a metal. Why does it do that?
It all comes down to how the atoms are arranged in the crystal structure. As it cools, the arrangement forces the material to expand outward.
So it's like bismuth is breaking all the rules.
Pretty much. And you know what? This weird freezing behavior makes bismuth perfect for certain things.
Oh, like what?
Well, it's really good for making molds. Like if you need a really detailed cast of something, for jewelry maybe, or even for scientific instruments, really precise parts.
Interesting. So it expands to fill the mold perfectly. Wow. So we've got this heavy metal that's safe, it's pretty, it expands when it freezes, and of course we can't forget Pepto-Bismol.
Right. Bismuth has all these medicinal uses.
Yeah, we know it can calm an upset stomach, but what else can it do?
Well, there are other bismuth compounds that are used in medicines, like for ulcers.
Huh. So it's kind of like a protector for our stomachs.
Yeah, you could say that. And again, what's so great is that it can do all this without being toxic. It's pretty amazing when you think about it.
It is. From industrial uses to medicine, this stuff really can do it all.
It really shows you that there's always more to learn, even about things we think we know.
Definitely. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's take a step back for a second. What about bismuth has surprised you the most so far? What really stands out?
Think about that for a minute, and we'll be back to continue our bismuth journey soon. Welcome back. We've been digging into all these cool facts about bismuth, and honestly, there's still so much more to uncover.
It is amazing to me how much we think we know about something like bismuth, right? It's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, it's in Pepto-Bismol. But then there's this whole other side to it.
Right, and bismuth really does defy expectations. We talked about the density, how it's safe, those amazing crystals, even the whole expanding when it freezes thing.
Yeah, it's like it's not even trying to be a normal heavy metal.
Exactly. And here's another one for you. Bismuth might actually help us fight antibiotic resistance.
Oh, hold on. Antibiotic resistance, how does bismuth even play into that?
Well, studies have shown that some bismuth compounds, they can actually fight certain bacteria.
Really?
Yeah, and even some of the bacteria that have become resistant to the usual antibiotics, bismuth can sometimes take them down.
So it's like a secret weapon against those superbugs.
Well, maybe not a secret weapon just yet. The research is still pretty new, but it's looking promising. It seems like bismuth has a different way of targeting and killing those resistant bacteria. Could be a real solution to a huge problem.
That's amazing. So bismuth is like stepping up as a medical hero.
It really is. And what makes it even more exciting is that bismuth is so safe. It's a great candidate for new medicines. We're always trying to find new ways to fight infections.
It just blows my mind. Something we think of as a simple stomach soother could be this powerful tool for our health.
Right. It really shows you that we need to keep exploring even the things we think we know. There's always something new to discover.
Makes you wonder what other hidden talents bismuth might have, right?
Exactly. That's what science is all about. It's constant discovery. And every new thing we find opens up a whole world of possibilities. Who knows what the future holds for bismuth?
Back again for some more cocktail party chemistry. This bismuth journey has been pretty wild, wouldn't you say?
It really has. I mean, we've talked about bismuth for everything. Soothing upset stomachs, maybe even fighting superbugs someday.
And those crystals. I can't get over those colors.
They are pretty spectacular, aren't they? It's just amazing to me how one element can be so beautiful and useful at the same time.
And the fact that it's safe makes such a big difference, doesn't it?
Huge difference. Just imagine if lead was as safe as bismuth. It would change everything.
No kidding. Makes you think, right? What other assumptions do we have about the world that might be totally wrong?
You hit the nail on the head. Bismuth has been a great lesson in keeping an open mind and never underestimating what science can do.
Totally agree. Sometimes the most amazing discoveries come from the things we think we already know.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Always be curious. Keep asking questions, and you never know what you'll find.
Cheers to that. We'll see you all next time for another deep dive into the world of science.